What's up, Savages? Savage Talk number 2 has taken a long time to get up. I apologize to each and every one of you. So with that said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Suri? Yeah, we'll go with that. In exchange, the fact that I suck at getting the video up, I'll be giving away a squid grip. I have an extra one right here, so whoever just posts in the comment section, likes the video, tweets it out, whatever, one of those three. I'll probably just pick someone random, so just be active on like Twitter and my comments, and we'll do it from there. But anyways, it's Savage Talk number 2. If you guys don't know what Savage Talk is, it's basically where I answer questions for everyone here. Now, I've done a lot of questions, right? I do a lot of Savage Talks like on Twitter, and that's kind of where it came from, but I just did an AMA, so yeah, we're really just I'm trying to engage you guys as much as possible because, on Twitter I get not a lot of tweets, but I get tweets and sometimes I don't respond because I don't like being on my phone. So this is like my own personal way of saying I love you. So let's go ahead and begin. How did I come up with using Savage? Stars, that is a very good question. Now, there's a couple inspirations I have in my casting career, okay? And the number one is actually Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is like the epitome of what I want to be. And in 2011, when I stumbled upon his podcast, I was like, wow, he gets it. He's exactly what I want. He says whatever the fuck he wants. He does whatever he wants. The man openly says he does psychedelic drugs and still gets all these gigs. I'm like, shit, fuck. I don't do psychedelics, but it's really fucking awesome. So I started watching his podcast, and for a while, he would open up his video every time differently. And I remembered Hex once told me you have to start your video with the same thing every time for consistency. He said, just do it. But Joe Rogan never did it, and I was like, okay, Joe Rogan doesn't fucking do it. And so Joe Rogan one time, he started off and he was like, what's up, you freaks? And I was like, I don't like it. And then the next one, he was like, what's up, savages? And I was like, I love it, right? And so I waited for the next week, and then he changed it. And I was like, oh, this is fucking mine. I am stealing this bitch. I love it, right? The word just gave me an instant erection. And so I think now he uses, I think he intros every video with, what's up, you freak bitches? So I'm sticking with savages. That's my word. Yeah, that's really all I got. Next question. Hostly, can you come live with me? Absolutely not. I'm not trying to end up a lampshade, but I appreciate the invitation. Kidding, buddy. You're a good guy. Minus on Halo 3. You're a piece of shit. Creation, Texas. I'm assuming that's what TX means. What is your favorite ice cream bitch? I'm not a big ice cream guy. When I was growing up, I was mildly lactose intolerant, and then I kind of weaned myself off of it somehow. I think I'm just a superhero, right? I'm the only person to beat lactose intolerance moving forward. But I think if I had to go to an ice cream shop, if someone was we got to get ice cream, I think I would get strawberry. I don't need much. I'm a strawberry kind of guy. I think it's consistent. I think it's good. There's enough going on in it where I enjoy it, but not too much where I'm kind of I don't want to hand on you right now. You know what I mean? So that's where I stand with the whole ice cream thing. Kyle Lynn. I see you favorited other people's tweets. Are my questions not good enough? I mean, I want answers, and you are making a Q&A. Yeah, believe it or not, some of your questions suck. It happens, man. There's just some questions that I've answered so many times that I can't answer, but I figured I'd answer this one just because it'd be really funny. So take that. Ballin MST23. Okay, one, you need to change your Twitter handle name. That's impossible to get anyone to follow you. Make it easier. Number 2, Nick. I like you, buddy. Who was your motivation to start competing? Man, this one's actually really easy for me. So, everyone who came from the Halo scene in Halo 1 or Halo 2, and even going into Halo 3, there was 2 idols. There was only 2. And these 2 people are gods. They're not goats, they're gods. Okay, there's a big difference between that, and it's the ogres. Now, some people break it down a little bit more and decide which one is better, Ogre 1 or Ogre 2. For me, my personal inspiration was Ogre 1. Ogre 1 was my fucking rock star, bro. He did it all. All I wanted to do was just prove to Ogre 1 that I was I was worthy of him, which is fucking crazy to think about now because I don't give a shit. But like, when I was 13 years old, man, Ogre won fucking shit gold, and he was just God. He was fucking God. He did everything I wanted to do. He took the stage. He raped everyone. He had huge plays. His pistol was amazing. He was amazing. Like, he was my rock star. So, Ogre won. There you have it, Dan. You already knew this, though, because you're a smart guy. But yeah, the Ogres, for the most part, everyone who came from the Halo 1 or Halo 2 days within like a year after that too, so like Halo 3, Ogres were their inspiration. They were gods. They still are gods. Moving forward. What was the most important win to you in your career? Aversion, this was a really good question. I really like I like where you're going with it. And I looked over here because I have it on my second monitor because I'm stupid. Moving forward. Most important win to me, I think, I have 2 event wins in 2005 that the Ogres didn't attend. It was Nashville and it was Seattle. Both of them were like okay tournaments. I ended up like staying up late each night. Like I had like a makeshift team for Nashville, and Seattle was more like realistic-ish. But I would have to say the most important one to me was Orlando 2006. The 2006 year, USA Network comes in. There's a lot of, hype around Halo 2. I have a camera in my face at all times. I'm making an asshole of myself. I'm telling kids they have diabetes and making fun of them for that. Giving people toilet paper. And, the whole year, there was kind of like a big progression, right? Like, it started off, and I was like, okay, third place, second, and then we get third again versus SV. And then we make a team change. And a lot of people didn't really understand why we dropped Strong Side and picked up Ghost Ayami. But as soon as we went to the next event with Ghost Ayami, so the team was me, Karma, Black Karma, not White Karma, COD Karma, Halo Karma. Once we went to the next event, it was me, Karma, Shockwave, and Ghost. We came out, we looked really fucking good. We 3-0'd straight ripping, which was basically the usual ever since Anaheim. Anaheim on, we basically just 3-0'd the fuck out of them. Well, I guess Chicago, when I handed them toilet paper, was 3-1. But we basically just beat the fuck out of them for a long time. Anarchy has the worst record versus me in the entire world. I am 33-0 against him in competitive play, individual games. He's never won a single game. So fuck you, Carlos. I'm kidding. I love you, buddy. You're a good dude. So when we came out to Orlando, we crushed through the winners bracket, and then we play final boss. And we're on the main stage, and we're sitting there, and it's winners bracket finals, and we fucking lock in, and we beat them 3-1. Right, like we win game 1, capture the flag Warlock, which we weren't supposed to win. I think I don't think we won the Team Slayer. We win the oddball, and then like capture the flag Sanctuary comes around, and I'm having a very, very good game. I'm hitting all my snipes that I need to hit. I'm running the flag. I hit another brainer, and it was just it was a surreal moment, right? And so I just remember for the first time in my entire career, I remember sitting in, like, the pro lounge, right? There was, like, a roped-in area, pro lounge. I remember just sitting there, and, like, Ghost was beside me, and I put my arm around Ghost, and, like, Karma was beside me, and I put my arm like this, and we're watching the losers finals, and it's, like, final boss taking on Straight Rippin', and I remember looking back and saying, we're already in the fucking finals, man. Like, this is fucking nuts. Like, we're gonna win. And so when we won that event, it was kind of like, yeah. You know what I mean? It was a really, really good feeling. So that's kind of where I stand on that. I have no idea where I'm at. Okay, so this one. Are you supported by your friends and family during your rise in competitive gaming? Yes. In a way, okay. So to put this in perspective, so my parents were supportive of me. I came from like a lower middle class family, okay? My dad and my mom basically moved from Rhode Island. They were dating for like 9 months. He was like, yo, you want to get married? My mom's like, yeah, sure. He's like, okay, on top of that, we're going to Virginia. Let's go. Get in the back. So they go down there, and they started a life in Virginia. My dad rebuilt like a 1781 like farmhouse, which is where I lived in for 23 years of my life. And, we didn't have like a lot of money when I was competing or anything like that. So they were supportive in the sense that they encouraged me to chase my dreams. And my mom fucking bent over backwards. When I first started off, it was Halo 1. And there was this place called VGA. And it was a LAN center in Towson, Maryland. And that's where I met Vash, Quake, Defy. some of the MOD guys, which is like Xena, JMB, Burton 4, shit like that. And, it was 2.5 hours there, right? And I would be there for like a weekend. And my mom would fucking get in the car, take me there, and then like drive back home, and then come again on like Sunday to get me. And like looking back on it, I kind of took it for granted just a little bit, but like it was pretty crazy to think about that she was willing to drive like 5 hours just for me to kind of play. And I love her for it. I love her absolutely unconventionally for it. And there's it's kind of fucked up like thinking about it, because I used to like just not appreciate what I have, or had, I guess is the right word to use there. But yeah, it was tough. But I think the big reason why I was able to chase my dreams is my dad, when he was my age, well, not my age, but my dad when he was like 16, had a chance to basically compete in professional bowling. And he asked his dad, he went to his dad and he was like, "Dad, I just need money to kind of buy into this. Like, I've been working my ass off. I'm trying to get it. Can you give me the money?" And his dad basically told him to fuck off. And, he wasn't able to pursue his dream in bowling. And I think because of that, he realized that he could relate to me. And I think that's a big thing with parents and their kids, is that you have to be able to relate to them, right? And he saw in me what he saw in himself back then. And my only thing, this is like, if you want to take anything from this video and you want to show your parents, is the key, like, you never want your kids to resent you. And I think my dad still has a little bit of resent towards his, because he couldn't chase his dream back then. Like, he could be living a completely different fucking life right now. And he didn't want that to happen to me. And so, Pops, I love you, man. That was, it was really awesome looking back. So, yeah, I had very supportive family, which is fortunate. Favorite animal? Sorry. Woo! All right, we're going to take a sip of coffee here, because I got intense. Favorite animal. So favorite animal here. Obviously, I love dogs. Cats suck. Hate cats. Hate small dogs. They remind me of cats. It's not so much that, like, cats are just useless to me. But dogs aren't my favorite animal. They're definitely up there. Favorite animal, hands down, is a wolf. I fucking love wolves. They're so badass. Like, to get super specific, would be a timber wolf, right? They're just gnarly. Like, you see a wolf, right? And it shows you a couple things. The wolf is only as strong as the pack, so it shows unity and loyalty, right? On top of that, they're shaggy fucking savages, bro. They just fucking are. They look fucking fierce. You can tell they just fucking act on instinct, and I love that shit. Eventually, whenever my brother and I decide to get tattoos, which I think is in December, I think we're doing half sleeve here, like a half sleeve from here up, and I'm getting a wolf somewhere in there with probably like a forest. I don't know. We'll figure that part out later. But yeah, wolves are fucking awesome. All right, Avalanche, you son of a bitch. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I would beat the fuck out of 100 duck-sized horses. I would literally take a mace and just run around like this and just beat the fuck out of them. They stand no chance. Why would I fight one duck-sized horse? You know how big that fucking beak would be? Dude, that beak would knock me the fuck out. I can just sit there and I can just grab a couple duck-sized horses by the throat and just fucking knock them around like they're nothing. So fuck those duck-sized horses, man. I can kick the shit out of them. That's my answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Savage Talk is done. I love you, but I don't love you. Take it easy. Wrong button. That's just embarrassing.